Hi, I'm Reiva, and this is my brave model, Alexandra. This video tutorial, we are getting creative. We're gonna do an Avant Garde makeup application. I'm gonna use a lot of highlight and shadow to alter Alexandra's facial structure, color, lashes. It's gonna be awesome. So let's get started. I'm mixing up her base. I'm using all three of the highlight colors in the highlight and shadow palette, as well as a teeny bit of red corrector one to knock out any unwanted redness. I'm using my 940 brush to apply the base that I've mixed up. I'm using a stipple motion when I'm doing this, so I can evenly disperse the foundation. I want to bring this base all the way down. Basically, any exposed skin you're going to want to cover. You also want to go all the way up into the hairline. This will make it look more realistic. It will flow nicely. I just use the brush and I just stipple it on into that hairline to make it look natural. Typically, the next step when we finish a base application is powder to set the cream foundation. However, in this particular makeup application, I want to use more creams, and because creams adhere to creams, powders adhere to powders, I want to continue with the creams before I powder. Using this 410 flat brush is allowing me to get into these really small spaces. I'm using Shadow 3 to start to bring in some shadow and contour to this look. I'm restructuring the eye and nose area with my shadow number 3, shading it and softly blending it outward into the face. I'm combining the two translucent powders in Shell and in Zero. I'm gonna set that cream shadow that I've just applied. So I'm using that powder, and I'm using my 720 powder brush just to dab and set the shadow. Just like with the foundation, you want to bring that powder down to the neckline. Any exposed skin, you want to powder. Now it's time for me to really focus on the eyes. I'm going to finish up on the brows and bring some color into the eyes. I'm using a stipple technique here. So I finished using the dark shadows on the eyebrows, and now I'm going in with the lightest highlight color to outline the outer rim of the eyebrows. Because the forehead is a bigger space, I'm going back in with my 940 foundation brush and my highlight cream. I'm using a combination of Voodoo and Pomegranate for her crease color. I'm using the 320 brush for placement. This allows me to be exact with where I'm placing this crease color. I've switched to a smaller brush. I'm now using the 300 for the inner corner of the eye. I'm using my 800 brush to blend out the edge. I'm just going back and forth. And when I go to the outer corner, I'm going in circular motions. Really trying to keep control of that edge so I don't go outside the crease. I'm using my 810 brush to get into the inner corner of the eye. I'm using my 210 brush and espresso for the drop shadow underneath the eye. I'm just hugging the lower lash line with the espresso. And I'm doing my move here, my stippling. I'm stippling the espresso very softly along the lash line. Using my 810 brush and berrywood to diffuse that bottom liner. Last color I'm using for this color scheme is the bronzed. I'm using my 800 brush to go ahead and apply it to the center of the lid. I'm using my brush in circular motions to apply the bronzed. And I'm not too concerned about it catching the bottom part here because I want to frame the center with gold.